Give Georgia Southern and Coach Henry in this program a lot of props, man. He's a phenomenal coach. Those guys, they don't give out, they don't give in, they don't give up. We knew it was going to be a game of runs, but I thought our guys showed some maturity to be able to weather that. But I also thought we showed a level of cohesion and a level of togetherness that allowed us to weather that storm. And these guys are sitting next to me. They came up big and showed a lot of maturity.
Coach, do you mind introducing your two players you have with you as well?
Ceasar Edwards right here, Hartsfield, South Carolina, and we got Zarique Nutter from New Jersey, Camden. Newark.
All right, for our media with us here in the room, please state your name and your media affiliation when you ask your questions. For those on Zoom, type your questions in the chat and we'll read those aloud here. We'll open up now for questions. Go ahead, Brady.
Brady Weiler with Panther Talk. First for Coach. After last Friday, the free throws, I'm sure you feel a lot better about 24-31 from the line, and I'm sure you also like the plus 14 on the glass.
Yeah, that was a point of emphasis that we wanted to making our free throws, getting to the line and converting our free throws, and more importantly, we wanted to limit those guys to one shot. They only had 2 second chance points for the whole game, and I thought that was a big reason why we were able to win this game, and so we'll move forward.
8 minutes, not letting them score a field goal at the end of the first half. What was working defensively for you guys?
Our guys just played with a level of effort, played with a level of urgency, and they were really locked in, man. And really, we limited them to one shot, and there was one hit it, and they were done. And so we was able to get some easy transition buckets. We had a couple of guys that was hanging around on their end, hanging around in the paint. So we was able to get out in transition, get some easy buckets. But we locked in defensively.
And then for either of the players, down the stretch, it was kind of shot for shot, and if Southern started making a bunch of shots, it just felt like every time you needed to punch it back. I guess, what was it like being in a game like that, but also just trusting yourself to make those shots in those moments?
I would say it's a great moment to be in, just that experience, going back and forth, also just talking with players, that competition. But those shots is something that we prepare for all year. You know, we believe in each other and we believe in each other's takes. So I would just say it's the belief in each other's game and our coaches' belief that allow us to take those shots and have the opportunity.
Go ahead, Paul.
Coach, Paul Chestnut, Fox Sports, Pensacola Radio. Just talk about your thoughts down the stretch. Kind of like a heavyweight fight there. You guys came up big with stops. What was that like? What were you telling the team?
You know, so we had a stretch there where it was hard for us to guard the ball, and so we switched to a zone there for a couple of possessions. But I thought our guys never lost that look in their eyes to compete and show up every possession, regardless of result of the last possession. Not let the prior plays impact the next play. And again, it's okay to bend, but I don't think we didn't break. We didn't break. And I'm proud of our guys surviving advance at this point in time. We all are the same in the league. That anybody can beat anybody in this league. But I'm gonna tell you this one thing: they're in a team that we can't beat if we are staying locked in and playing the brand of basketball that requires us to win with a high level of effort, urgency, concentration, with a phenomenal attitude. I think I think we got a chance.
You won the rebound marching pretty good. You feel like you continue that you can go pretty far in the tournament?
Absolutely, especially on the defensive end. If we can continue the defensive rebound in the manner in which we did, and we got some big old guys. We got big guards. We got big physical front court guys. And we can stay committed to the idea of leaving our opponents one shot on every one of their possessions. Hey, listen, I think we got a chance.
Go ahead, Brady.
When you had the first couple go, I think first 3 going from Tenardi, you kind of feel like maybe it's one of those nights where shots were just going to be falling.
Yeah, I mean, I always feel like that with him. I mean, whether they go in or not, he works on his craft, and the ball always looks good coming out of his hands, especially when he has time and space and there's some screens for him. So I never lose confidence in his ability to shoot the basketball. That's what he does.
Thoughts on tomorrow? tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be ready. We'll be ready for Marshall. We're digging it every night, but I'll let our guys go back to the hotel and get some recovery, get their minds right, get some rest, and then we'll be ready to get back at it tomorrow.
Any final questions?
Just your thoughts on Clash and Malik and also Zarique off the bench. It felt like in the end of that first half there, you got some energy from your bench you maybe were looking for.
Man, I'm telling you, they huge. They're huge. Everybody understand what Zarique brings to the table. I've said this many times. He's a pit bull. But also, I highlighted Malik and Clash in the locker room because they both had a cup of coffee in the second half. Everybody wanted to play extended minutes. They didn't drop their head. They didn't say, "Why, coach, you pulling me out?" And they had the attitude to say, "You know what? This is what our team requires at this moment tonight." And they became our biggest cheerleaders. And again, I'm a real big energy follower. The energy you give off, that's the energy you're looking for. If you're looking for that energy, that energy is also looking for you. And they were really, really good on the bench. Two of our most unselfish players on our team. And I thought that was a huge impact on our team. And it won't show up in the stat sheet, but those one of those it factors you can't see, but you just feel it. And that's what they provided.
Jelani was 0-7 shooting, but does it feel like it adds a different dimension to the offense with the way he started driving more and more in recent weeks?
I'm going to tell you this. He had no field goals made on the entire game. 0 field goals. But he had a plus 18 in our plus minus. And so when you're talking about the impact somebody can have on a game in many ways outside of just scoring the basketball, he had a plus 18 and didn't score 1 field goal. That's the impact I think Jelani Hamilton has on this team.